Hey guys, it's Annie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you guys a few of the hacks, tips, and methods that have been absolutely changing my life lately when it comes to getting absolutely everything I have to do in a day done in less than 3 to 4 hours, so that I can basically have the rest of the day to enjoy being self-employed and do literally whatever I want to do with my time. Also, I want to specify that these are sort of like not your mother's productivity tips, because these are not lame things like put your phone on the other end of the room so you're not tempted, or like play your favorite song so you're way more motivated. These are like the real legit things that have absolutely changed my life and transformed my productivity and time management. So the first thing is a hack within the screen time section of the settings app on your iPhone that I have recently learned that absolutely blew my mind. Where essentially, if you go into the screen time section of the settings app on your iPhone, usually you're able to set sort of like a limit for the apps on your phone, where after that specific period of time, all the apps on your phone automatically lock so that you can no longer use your phone after that limit. So how I use this is I go into that section of the app and I set a limit for like a minute or 2 minutes so that it will automatically lock all the apps on my phone. So that while I am filming or editing or doing some other kind of a project or a task, all of the apps on my phone are locked and can no longer be touched. Because admittedly, I am kind of really addicted to my phone. I spend all day long on social media, watching YouTube, listening to music, and I am absolutely horrible about having my phone right there beside me when I'm working. And while I'm editing or something, I will constantly be looking down at my phone, answering notifications, answering text messages, at which point I am delaying everything I have to get done. I am constantly interrupting what it is I am working on and taking so much more time than necessary to get it all done. So by using this screen time feature, I am basically forcing my hand and basically locking all the apps I'm hopelessly addicted to, so that when I'm working, I'm no longer receiving notifications, I'm not checking my phone, I'm not tempted to check my phone, because all my apps are locked and no longer accessible until I go back into the app and turn it off. I cannot even tell you guys how much time this has saved me and how much more productive it has made me. So then this next thing I cannot stress enough, and that is routines, routines, routines. Pretty much every single like productivity YouTuber on the face of YouTube stresses the importance of creating systems, or to task batch, or to time block, and all of these other like productivity methods that they swear by, which, to be completely and totally honest with you guys, absolutely does not work for me. Because if I have to go out of my way to do something extra just to be productive, if it isn't already instilled in my subconscious, it just doesn't work for me. I'm gonna tell you what does work for me, and that is creating a routine. Having a morning routine, a filming routine, an editing routine, a routine for my keyword research and video optimization. Because when you follow the same routine over and over and over again, your brain and your subconscious gets used to that routine to the point that you can pretty much just snap into your routine and do it on autopilot. Not to mention the countless scientific discoveries about how having routines can really improve your sleep, your mental health, and even your physical health. So what do I have to thank for my ability to get through things and do things so much faster and easier? Building and having a routine. Now that I have a routine for my filming, for my editing, once my mind knows exactly what order I do things in, I just get them done so much faster. So now this next method is something I've learned very recently, but that has changed absolutely everything for me, and this is what is called the ABCDE priorities chart. And for the sake of my sanity and my productivity, I always like to create my chart either the night or the afternoon before, so that when I first wake up in the morning, I know exactly what my day is going to look like, how it's going to be structured, and in what order I'm going to be doing everything on my to-do list. So how this chart works is basically you have 5 letters, A, B, C, D, E, and for every one of these 5 letters, you have one thing on your to-do list, which means that in total, every single day as you do things on your to-do list, you are taking on no more than 5 things for your to-do list. So as for the priorities on this chart, your A priority is basically the number one most important thing on your to-do list, that one thing that really just can't be put off or rescheduled, absolutely has to be done today. Then you have priority B. This is something on your to-do list that should probably get done today but isn't as important as your A priority, meaning that the consequences of not getting this done today are not life-ending and it can be moved to tomorrow or another day. Then you have your C priority or priorities, which are things that would be really nice to do or get done or accomplished today, but that are not of the utmost importance, such as getting in a workout or taking your car to the car wash. Then you have your D priorities, which are things you can very easily delegate to have somebody else do for you or to have somebody help you with so that it takes a lot less time and gets done faster. Then you have your E priorities, which are things on your to-do list that can very easily be eliminated and forgotten about altogether. Basically, these are the things on your to-do list that if you were to just erase them altogether, there are no consequences of not getting those things done. And then once you've placed all 5 of these priorities on your chart and organized them and structured them, you do not take on any more things or add anything else to your to-do list. If anybody else asks you to do something or add something to your to-do list, you just say no and focus on these 5 things you already have on your to-do list. This chart, I cannot even tell you guys how much this has changed my life so that I have a much better understanding every single morning of what are the most important things on my to-do list, what are things that can wait, and just basically having a really solid handle on everything I have to get done, whether or not that's today. This is without a doubt the #1 newest method in my day-to-day routine that has changed my life. So now this is one of my absolute favorite life hacks for productivity in the world. This is called the 5-minute kicker. This is something else I've learned very recently that absolutely set off that little light bulb in my mind of like, oh my god, this is so accurate, because I am pretty sure that every single human being on the face of the earth is at this point pretty familiar with how hard it is to just get up out of bed, get yourself into that productivity kick, and start checking things off your to-do list. So basically how this works is that your 5-minute kicker is basically like a precursor to your productivity kick. It's kind of like a transition phase, where basically you are doing a 5-minute task to basically kick your brain into that productivity kick, productivity mode, without having to go like 0 to 100 from idle to like super productive. But it's also a very simple 5-minute task, so that by the time you have completed it, you're in the right like productivity zone, but you haven't like exhausted yourself and drained your energy to the point that you have no energy left to do anything on your to-do list. This could be as simple as making your bed or decluttering your desk or emptying the dishwasher, just something to get you up and get your blood flowing to your brain so that it gets your neurons going and gets you into that productivity kick. You guys, I absolutely swear by this method to the point that every single day I know I have a video to film, I will purposely leave my bed unmade so that just before I sit down to film, I have that 5-minute kick to do my bed and get myself in the right zone and headspace. I wish I'd learned this method way back in college because this could have changed my life. So now welcome to what sounds like the lamest of these 5 tips, but that is so crucial to my entire process. Slow the heck down. We have this sort of tendency as human beings that once we get into that like productivity kick, productivity zone, we get so addicted to it to the point that we're actually afraid to stop and slow down in fear of losing your energy, your motivation, and your will to complete it. However, the harder and the longer that you are working without taking a break, the faster your energy is going to drain, the faster you are going to get tired, and the least likely you are to actually finish everything on your to-do list. Which is why it is so important to take breaks. Not only just breaks between things on your to-do list, but also breaks during the things on your to-do list. Even if you have to set a timer on your phone or your watch to get you up every like 15 to 20 minutes, you need that break. So go stretch your legs, go fill up your water bottle, go talk to somebody, but you absolutely need to have those little moments in between to slow down and breathe and relax and recharge, so that when you are standing up and moving around, you are getting the blood flowing throughout your body that is not moving when you're sitting down. And in case you did not take 10th grade science, the blood flowing throughout your body to your brain is what keeps you energized and keeps you working. So if you want to keep from exhausting yourself and actually get things done, you have to be consistently getting up and moving around and keeping your blood flowing. Which means that taking these little breaks in between is so crucial. So that, you guys, is it for all 5 of these little tips, hacks, and methods that have absolutely changed my life when it comes to productivity and time management and getting absolutely everything done in a short amount of time. I am so curious, so definitely let me know down below in the comments which one of these was your favorite. As always, thank you all for watching, love you all to the moon and back, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!